At SIH Capital, we have a pretty small operational team. And something I talk about with my other general partners is we never want to work, we never want to grow to the point where we don't enjoy working, when we don't enjoy working with certain members, but we need them because we need a team. So we are very choosy. We have 4 people and I love working with every single one of those people, but I know if I had 20 people, that wouldn't be the same thing. So as an LP, how large of a team? So I understand the importance of having key roles and then having backups for these key roles. But do you also get discouraged when the team is 30, 40 people and this is a down year for transactions? So now what are you doing? Because I look at it where a couple of years ago, some of these operators had 3 people on their team and now they have 30 or 40. And now I know they have to do deals and it makes you question the validity of those new deals. Are they doing it to support the 30, 40 people? What do you think, as this is strictly as you as an LP investor talking, not as head of investor relations for Break of Day talking?
Yeah. No, Dennis, that is such an important point. As a limited partner, it makes me suspicious or a little bit skeptical when I see a large operation, because I'll be frank with you, some of our competitors in the same markets that we operate in. Oh, by the way, I want to mention that there's a difference between an operator and just a syndicator. An operator is somebody who's actually boots on the ground, and we're responsible for everything from acquisition to sourcing to finding the deal and getting that deal, to managing the deal, and taking it into full disposition and returning investors and profits to our investors, as opposed to somebody who is just potentially just raising capital and that's it. Okay. We can talk about that later in the webinar, Dennis, but I just want to make that clarification. But when I see a large team, one that's 200 plus people, right? Well, big operation. These guys must know what they're doing. They've been around for 2 years. They grew super fast. You have a lot of overhead when you have that many people. So you are naturally motivated to want to do deals. And sure enough, these guys are doing a deal a month. And right now, we're in this funky period. We're in this flux where prices should be coming down because of higher interest rates and higher operating costs. But the sellers who don't have to sell yet, they're still stuck to the prices that we were seeing 6 months, a year ago, which was it was peak pricing. And so if you're a shop that's doing a deal a month, it makes you wonder, are you really getting the best deal for your investors? And I just hope nobody figures me out when I give you a little bit more clue. But this particular team that I'm talking about, we actually went after the same deal. We only came up to 22 million for this particular asset, and they bought it at 26.5. Okay. And I'm like, why was there such a discrepancy the way we saw the same asset? And so it makes you wonder, okay? I'll just leave it there so I don't want people to figure out who I'm talking about, because they might be able to. Am I missing? Yeah. And so just to finish my point and resonating with what you said, Dennis, is that you want to have big enough team where all the key roles are covered so that you get really good at what you do. But you don't want to be so big where you're doing deals where just to keep the lights on. You're trying to get acquisition fees just to pay the employees. Like, we don't want to be in that position. And that's actually strategic from Gary's part, our CEO, is that he wanted to keep a light footprint so that we can go for many months. We've gone as long as 13, 14 months without a deal, and we're fine.